Okay, listen. I've got things to say. I've got thoughts. I got a lot of things that I need to get out. All right. I just sat down. I turned on this mic. I have this orange cat in my lap. He's got really horrible breath, and I got things to say about the Switch 2 price thing. That's what this is about. Okay. So this is my opinion. It's gonna bomb a little bit, sort of. Because of a few things. I've been thinking about this, all right? I've been thinking about this for like a good whole day or two, and I decided I'm gonna sit down and talk about it and make a whole new thing so that I can rant about this. So I don't know why you're here. You clicked on it, so thank you, I guess. You're here to hear me rant like everyone else about this, and I guess I'm gonna call this thing the Contrarian Cube. I don't know if that's a clever name or not. That might be stupid. And this may not even really be that contrarian of an opinion, looking at like the internet and whatnot. There's a lot of people that have this opinion, but I think the Switch 2 is probably not gonna do super great because of a couple things, all right? So this is not just the price thing. There's a few elements that go into this, and this is something that I've already been thinking about for a while before we had the full reveal and had the price. The first point is it's the Switch 2. Okay, so let's go back in history for a little bit of historical context. There was this little known console called the Wii U. Nobody knew what it was. It was terrible. I had one and I regretted it. And honestly, people thought Nintendo was like done after that. So there was a lot that was like kind of hanging in the balance. Like the next thing had to be the most amazing thing ever. Or Nintendo, like the company that made bank off of the SNES or whatever, they're gonna go bankrupt if they don't succeed with the next console. So much was on the line, and so the Switch happened, and it was great. It was a success, a massive success. Even many great games were made, and many good times were had. Switch 2 rolls around, and it's like it's the same thing, but better. And we want you to buy it. And so already on the face of it, this was not going to do as well as the Switch 1. Like, I don't know why people think the Switch 2 is going to sell better than the Switch 1. Just de facto, the fact that it's the second one. Like, it's not gonna do as good as the first one, because the first one everybody knows about, everybody wants it, there's all the games on it. Switch 2 is not gonna do as good, just by the fact of it being the second one, okay? So that's the first point. The second point is, I don't know if you are like a living creature with a pulse and a paycheck and a wallet and like having to like live in this world that is insane. But especially over the last few years, things have gotten a little bit difficult financially, okay? The economy has gotten difficult to do anything in. I am very broke. I live in a shack on a street. Like, there was gunshots down the road last week. I'm in a place right now. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll talk about it later. It was an anecdote to elucidate the point. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Point is, groceries are expensive. Gas is expensive. Rent. Utilities. My electric bill last month was like over $200. That's insane. So the fact that I have to pay these things regularly, and it's just going up and up and up and up and up and not coming back down, I'll speak for myself. Shelling out $500 for the new Nintendo gadget is not my top priority. Yeah, like, I like Nintendo. You know, I'm kind of a sucker for Nintendo. It's not a priority. It's not on the highest of priorities for me. I'm sorry, I don't know if you hear that. My orange cat is like going orange mode right now. He's being a freaking psycho. Anyway, things are expensive. So point one, not as hype as Switch 1. Point two, the economy makes it difficult to make big purchases, or any purchases really, that are not like outside the ordinary. Can you shut up? Stop howling. I'm so sorry. This is the most chaotic thing in the world. I hope people like this. You probably don't. And then the point 3 that I was gonna make is, the thing that I led with, which everybody knows and everybody is aware of. The price of this thing is redonkulonk. Now, I understand there are economic factors which go into the pricing of products. Okay, so there have been a lot of chattering and milling about and rumoring about. Possibly with the tariffs thing, that the tariffs situation causing, foreign companies to raise their rates to accommodate for the tariff. Oh, okay, that makes sense. However, that's like, I was expecting 350, 400. I was not expecting 450, 500. And this is not just like, obviously the cost of the console, but also the cost of games. Everybody's beaten this subject to death, but it is ridiculous to pay $80 for Mario Kart. Now, Mario Kart looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie, but $80. 80. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dollars. And that's one game. That's not even a controller. That's not even this stupid camera thing. I don't want the camera in my room. Get it out of here. Oh, and by the way, speaking of which, I don't know why no one's talking about this. The Mario Kart World, whatever the game is called. See, that's how long we've been stuck with Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart World, the new Mario Kart bundle with the Switch. I don't know if you read the fine print. I too make that mistake sometimes. But if you read the fine print, it says it is available for a limited time only through the fall of 2025. I don't know why, like, this is an outrage. This is nuts. This is nutso crazy town pants. I can't deal with that. What if I don't have money by the fall? What if I want to buy it later? What if some parent would like to buy the Mario Kart and also the Switch for little Johnny, and it's just too freaking expensive? I'm sure there's probably gonna be some Christmas deals or whatever, but still, the limited time thing, like, while supplies last, it's a digital game. What are you talking about? What supplies? Anyway, these are the reasons why I think the Switch 2 is probably not going to do super well, at least initially. Because it's the Switch 2, because it's not a priority for people, because they're in a pinch economically, and the price is really high. Now, you could make the argument like, why don't they just make it high, and then all the aficionados will buy it, and then when it underperforms, they'll drop the price. That's probably what they'll do, honestly. I wouldn't doubt that they would do it. They might do a price drop before, like, Christmas or something. But honestly, the whole, like, on the point of, we're gonna make the price so high to accommodate for the tariff on the product, did you, like, factor in the fact that maybe raising the price of the product will actually deter more people from buying it because they can't afford the product and all the other things that go with the product, like the games and the controllers? Maybe people will just not buy it at all, or buy it like the sales are going to be way lower because of this, versus had they factored in like a lower price. Like, they're not going to make as much money as they hoped, but at least it would sell, right? Like, I'm gonna have to sell my kidney to buy this thing, okay? I created, this is just an idea that I came up with in the car today. And I'm like, we're doing it. I don't know if it's gonna succeed or if it's gonna flop. We're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna sit in front of a mic and rant about this and other things, and we'll see what happens. I am making a YouTube channel to become rich and famous so that I can buy a Switch 2. Do you think that would work? Do you think people would... Do you think... Like, what would you do What would you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? It's just like the same thing. What would you do for a Switch 2? I'll tell you my idea. Other than the YouTube thing, I'm going to create an OnlyFans and read slam poetry in a rocking chair with a mask on. That's what I'm gonna do to afford a Switch 2. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I just need to get that out. I had some feelings that were bubbling up. I just took a shower and I had a lot of shower thoughts, and I'm like, you know what? Let's tell the internet about my shower thoughts. And here it is. This is my shower thoughts. I don't know if you could tell. This is completely unscripted. This is just me. I haven't had anything to drink. I've had water. I've hydrated. I don't even drink right now anyway. I don't think the Switch 2 is actually going to fail. I just think it's going to underperform drastically for the first period of time until they drop the price. It ain't gonna go too well. And honestly, just because of the other economic conditions, I don't think a lot of people are going to be spending on video games. Like, I like video games. I'll play a Nintendo game every now and then. That's fun. I like Nintendo. I don't like taking out a loan to buy some entertainment, a piece of media that will sit on my shelf and I will play for a lot of hours and have fond memories with. But yeah, that's steep for me personally. So anyway, what do you guys think? I know everybody on the internet has an opinion, including me. That's why I'm here, because I have opinions. I have contrarian opinions. That's the shtick. Except that this is not very contrarian. Trust me, I have other contrarian opinions. Other opinions that are also contrarian. Maybe this, whatever. I don't know how to end things. Also, should I do more of these? Do you care? Do I even have a brand for this channel? What is the purpose of life? You ever thought about that? What is the meaning of life? All right, we're getting too deep. I need to turn this thing off so that I can go make food. I'm also hungry. I'm hangry, and I think that has contributed to this wild rant that I've just made. I'm done now. Thank you for listening. Why are you still here? Go watch something else.